Welcome back to what I did this week for my music business. My name is Cato of B.L.A.M.E. Society. That's Black Liberating Arts Movement and Entertainment Society, LLC. Just want to make a reminder that we do have two performances coming up. Number one, we will be performing at SLUM Fest. That is August 8th. Our time is 6:45. That's St. Louis Underground Music Festival. If you guys are available that day, I highly suggest you come out. It's a full day of just different acts, different artists, and they will have a whole bunch of other things as well. So if you are into the scene, if you are into St. Louis and you really want to support, this would be a perfect event for you to come out to. On top of that, we will be performing at St. Louis for the second time. And that is Labor Day weekend. That's September 4th through the 6th. We don't know when our time is just yet, but when those details become available, we will definitely share them with you. I think this is the first time me and Damo will be performing without his DJ equipment. So it'll be more like two MCs on the stage with the music, which is new. But that's just the setup for SLUM Fest. We had a rehearsal on July 25th just to kind of run through what that would feel like. Damo with a microphone is nothing new, but it is different in the fact that he's not controlling the music. And there were some cool things that happened during the session. Besides the fact that we had rehearsed, we also had a brother come through to record something for a separate project. So let me give you the history of this project, and then we'll talk about that. The beat that Damo has sent me probably in December, maybe January, maybe early February, is called Something to Love. And it features these strings that are just out of this world. The production is amazing. The drums he does, they pan left and right. It's definitely something you want to listen to. And I think when I heard it, I think I immediately knew what I was going to write for the chorus. And it's pretty simple, but even though it's simple, I feel like it's general enough when we're talking about love that anybody could hear this and immediately be reminded of when they fell in love. And so my whole point when I heard this was to, first of all, freestyle. I just freestyled something off the top, just some random stuff that came to my mind. And what I did was just told a quick story. And what that did was it opened up something in me that was like, okay, I have an idea, but I'm not sure about it yet. Later, I want to say me and Damo were meeting up for a rehearsal or recording session sometime in February. And he made his own version. Like, we took the time to record it, all the parts. I don't think, and basically it was going to be a gift for his fiance, his wife. I think he told me during this last session that he wanted to wait until it was more closer to a finished product before he shares it with her, which I understand. So with my version and his version, something else opened up. I was like, okay, so now I'm seeing a pattern. I hear it. I can feel it. Not to be weird, but I can taste it, what this project could become or what this song could become. And so then I was like, that was February. So then in March, so the last time we had performed before this last March was Marshmallow, which was September 20th, 2025. That's right. At that point, it had been 5 months since I had been in front of a crowd to perform. And so I wanted to hit up the open mic, Word Up, because it is definitely one of the best open mics around for many reasons. Number one, the people, the ones that staff it, the ones that host it. Shout out to Clever Shaw. He is, I believe, the main DJ for Word Up Open Mic. Shout out to Energy. She is one of the main hosts, or maybe she was one who had put the whole thing together. I think almost 12 years ago at this point. And then Lewis Confliction, who he's one of the main hosts. And so he's usually, I want to say he's there like every Tuesday. All three of them are usually there every single Tuesday. And then you have the guests that show up on a regular basis. Like they have a regular crowd of people. It's at Hot Java Lounge or Java Cafe. And basically the way the state is like one of the best stages to really perform, like for real, because the way they set everything up, the lights, the sound system, they even have it online to where you can go back and watch it, or you can watch it live from home or from your car, from your phone. It is just a well-established open mic. And so it's the perfect place for somebody like me who needs to like get the jitters out before performance. And so that's what I did. I had went to the open mic. This is March now. And one of the guys who I've seen him before, right? Like I've seen him before because every time I was there, he was there. His name is Brother James, and he's a storyteller. And he just talks. Like I think you get like 5 minutes on the mic. So he talks for 5 minutes. Just know that it was a beautiful story and just talking about his growth and transformation as a person. It's just every time this man speaks, it's brilliant and I respect it and I love it. And that night he had spoke and it reminded me of the song that Damo had sent me that we had just worked on. And I was like, I'm going to take down Brother James's information and hope that he would be open to working with us and to create something with us. So you fast forward to July. I reached out to him at some point last week and I just asked him like, hey, would you be interested? And I gave him the rundown. I told him what we were doing and he was like, yeah. I was like, cool. And the funny thing is, so we're going to do a sidebar, is I had Ferris, for those of you who know Ferris, I had he dropped 6 Man, amazing album. I'm featured on it. Beautiful tribute to our homie P. And so anyway, I had reached out to him because I had reached out to him before about getting him on a song for one of my projects. He was supposed to be on Long Live P. I wanted him on that, but I think he knew or felt that the song itself was complete and he did not want to impede on that or step on that. And I respect that. So I wasn't upset when he declined. It made sense. But this time I was like, hey, I have something special I think maybe you would be interested in. And cool thing about Ferris is he had hit me up out of the blue just to say, hey, like he just wanted to check in. You know, that doesn't happen very often from people. So if you have somebody like that in your life, make sure you check on them and make sure you thank them, show them gratitude for that. From that opening, I was able to just reach out like, hey, man, I have this idea. I have this song. Damo sent me all the details I already told y'all. And I was like, I think it'd be cool if you talk about the birth of your son. You know, for those who follow him, you know, it's like his family is beautiful. His kids are beautiful. He's a wonderful father. And he don't play about, his kids. And I was just like, hey, would you mind just maybe talking about the birth of your son? That feeling, and it's so fresh and so new to him. I was like, I think it would be a good emotion to capture on wax. And he agreed. So that's something that we had did. So before I even got to Brother James, I had met up with Ferris. He did it like pretty much in one. It was like maybe 3 takes, just because there was just some things I had to ask him to just like, hey, what about this? Like other details that would be helpful. And so anyway, it turned out great. I had told Brother James like, hey, we'll be linking up this Saturday, me and Damo, to do a rehearsal and to work on something. If you want to slide through, like, here's the address. And this would be the perfect time. He showed up on time, but he showed up on time. Like, bro, he ain't play about his time. He showed up on time. You hear me? And I, introduced him to Damo. I pull up the microphone. I got everything set up. And then he told his story. And mind you, though, the basis of his story was just to tell us something about love. Side note, that Tuesday, he had literally just spoke at the open mic about agape love, which was wonderful. And I had put it in my head, like, if he just so decides that he can't make it out, I'm going to ask him for permission to use his vocals from that recording, because it was just as brilliant, like that man is just oozing love right now, y'all, just oozing it. And so anyway, he records one take, about 5 minutes, like exactly. And then after that, I asked him if he wanted to hear it back. He said no. He's like, he wasn't interested in that. And that was it. He left. All of that to say, he did a wonderful job. His presence, his voice, all of it is just so beautiful. And I think I love moments like that where we have an idea and it's like the perfect time. And I'm so grateful that I had enough sense to reach out to this man and invite him for this project, because I truly believe that what he gave us is going to make a big impression on people. And so with that being said, if you're seeing this and you haven't signed up for the newsletter, do it. And I will send you the newsletter, because in this issue of the newsletter, I'm actually going to include the video of recording him and then me and Damo's reaction to the recording, because like I said, he didn't want to hear it played back. And so when he left, me and Damo played it back with the music. And when I tell you, it hits hard in a very positive way. It was just like one of those moments where like this was meant to be. That's how I truly feel about it. So sign up for the newsletter. If you sign up within the week of it going out, it's going out tonight on the 26th. And so if you sign up within a week of that, I will send it to you. That way you can watch the video like you want to watch it. Then we have one more thing to talk about, which takes us to our new segment. Life is Love is Magic breakdown. I haven't thought of a new name, so we're just going to hold on to that for now. So today I wanted to talk about the first actual song on the album. This is track number 2. It's called Like Magic. Life is just a lump of clay. How you plan to mold it? I was just a lump of lead. Now my soul is golden. Feeling like I'm chosen. Gotta stay in motion. Cooling like a cucumber, but refuse to be frozen. My future's written. Transforming it really look like magic. Alchemy my recipe by never staying stagnant. Attracting like a magnet. Gratitude's a habit. Hustle hard, having faith. Then you go and grab it. The idea of Like Magic is the opener, of course, but it's supposed to work as a real introduction. Like it's setting everything up for you. Like everything that we're going to talk about in this album, it basically is in this song, if you will. The idea of turning from clay or lead and being molded and turning golden, that feeling of being like you are the one. Just that feeling in yourself that you are following the path that was made for you, or even that you are forging your own path, but it feels like this is the right thing to do. That's what this is, right? Let's jump into verse 1 about what this is, okay? These ain't just verses. I'm reversing curses. These rappers are dead. I'm driving the hearses. They are the tropes. Give them the rope. They hang themselves. You are hang nails. I'm ripping them out. It hurt for now. Then watch us heal. They run in their mouth. So what we got right here is one. I wrote this specific verse to a Kendrick Lamar song. If I think of what it is, I'll put it in somewhere for you so you know what I'm talking about. The whole point is just the fact that we're not just writing verses, we're writing to make ourselves and our lives better. And when we say the rappers are dead, I'm driving the hearses, obviously we know what that means as far as the metaphor, but truly we're talking about the stuff that they talk about that are outside of bettering ourselves and bettering our community, bettering our families is dead to us. And we want to be the reason that they're dead. At least those topics. Like, bro, let's build each other up, like straight up. And then I'm on their heels. You want to pop. Get them a cup. Get them some ice. You want to sip. This is the straw that punctures their lid. Think of a straw going through a lid, like a soda cup going through the lid, right? And that is the graphic that you're supposed to picture when you hear those lines, right? Spit that out. The contest is making you sick. Rolling solo, I'ma die. That means my vision subsides. This is self-explanatory. Heaven's above. Hell is below. P on the left. Got Dom on my right. My wife is my back and my children in sight. Just talking about the support that we have, man. Even at the time of writing this, Paris was still alive, and he was one that definitely backed me up, right? I double my worth. That doubles your plight. You know what I mean? Forget your snake eyes, you can't. So basically, we're using this metaphor of a die and dice to explain. And if you break it down, really, like the use of numbers. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're down for the count. That's 3 quarters in. And I didn't mention 10, 11, and 12. Now we disarm. Now we dispel. And then we just keep going, man, where we just basically just talking about skills, right? And just having those skills and using them to become even better. But the ending part that I definitely want to mention is given my skill set to scribe on a page. Chaos is in me. I'm actually a mage. My ambition, the greatest. I made it by being my favorite. And what that really boils down to is not being the greatest of all time, not being none of that. I'm not chasing that. It's the fact of being able to believe in myself for being the best that I can be. And that in itself is an achievement that I can look back and say, Cato is my favorite MC. You know what I'm saying? And I enjoy everything that I do in hopes that the people around me enjoy what I do as well. And then the final verse, the second verse, pitiful, pitiful, the irony is plentiful. Give them a break, break it in intervals. Organic bodies still dying from chemicals. Advice is added vices to the swimming pool. Water can heal, but it also can kill. And so this is where we're jumping into the other concepts in the album on this song, right? Like, especially like the water part, there is a song called Water. And the second verse really breaks down what water can do. Blessings ignored become curses for real. Like flowers neglected, slowly they will. Heed to my words and do as thy will. Thankful, of course. And at this point, we're going to be jumping into the gratitude that we have for those people that we mentioned in that first verse. outside of my mama. She wasn't on the first verse, but still. Okay. So it says, thankful, of course, for the path that I chose. Thankful mama sacrificed for our clothes, the food, the time, the tough love it shows. She did her best, gave her all the Lord knows. Thankful to the woman of my dreams, the one who loved me before I could see, the only one worthy to rock a ring. She shone like the moon and the hardest to bling. Talking about my wife, obviously. Camera turned into my sons. Yeah. Hard headed, but they fun. Yeah. Young kings on the run. I stay on my toes. They crown weigh a ton. Right. Talking about my kids. Remember, they are the future. You know what I'm saying? And so just like being aware of what we do and how it affects them, but also knowing that they're going to have their own dreams and they're going to have their own things that they want to accomplish. Those crowns weigh a ton. Pinot, that's a reference to P. No wine, though. Real bro for life, though. No matter your struggle, your hustle is power, that passion and anger, that love for your freedom. Strengthen your kingdom by feeding your light, though. And that was just me really talking to him. You know, that's directed to him. A reminder to not let the darkness overcome us, but instead to like take that pain and really turn it into purpose, which is another concept on this album. So then we jump to Damo and I say, eyes low, Damo on the scene, let pride go, function as a team, the pain in your heart transform you to see. Love is not selfish, it improves everything. And I know Damo is not a big people person. So for him, it's like we have to utilize all that we have, but that only works if you have love, right? Like, we can't do it by yourself. And then the last one is directed at Tyson, who at the time was going by A Little Off as his moniker. A little off, it's important to know. Go through your process while grieving your soul. In time, it will show how much you have grown, turning pain into purpose and letting it go. He had just lost his father. If I'm not mistaken, I think his child was about to be born, if not born already. So it was a lot going on for him. And so I just wanted to remind him that, like, bro, you're growing and things are going to get better no matter how dark it is. You know what I'm saying? I think the biggest thing to remember about that song is that, like, when you take the time to grow and better yourself from the outside, from the inside, we know, like, you know how hard it is, and you know how painful it is to make those changes, the sacrifices, whatever the case may be. But when it comes to other people, they don't understand what you went through for you to become who you had to become in this process. And so for them, it looks like magic. Do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, share it with somebody, check out Word Up. If you can't make it out to the actual event, like they're every Tuesday open mic, check out the online, like on YouTube. You can follow them and just check out every time they stream, which is every Tuesday. Let me see here. catoofficial.bandcamp.com. That's where you can find Life is Love is Magic for purchase. We have a digital copy if you just want that, or you can actually cop the physical album and I will mail it to you, which I prefer, because it's really fun putting the disc in the mailer and putting it, like, shipping it is really cool. And then lastly, just make sure you sign up for the newsletter. Again, that is going out on the 26th. And if you sign up within the week of the 26th, you'll be able to see the cool video of Brother James and our reaction to his monologue. And I think that's all I got for y'all, man. So with that being said, if nobody has told you that they love you today, just know that I do. I always will. I'm Cato of B.L.A.M.E.SOCIETY. Peace, love, and prosperity.